The Helen Suzman Foundation has called for transparency around the appointment of special advisors to the president, his deputy, ministers and premiers. This costs taxpayers millions of rands each year. The foundation says transparency would prevent cadre deployment, nepotism and the appointment of unqualified individuals. Let's speak to the foundation's researcher, Zeenat Emmamally, who joins us now via Zoom. Zeenat, thank you so much for making time. I mean, why isn't there more transparency around the appointment of these special advisors? It's normally shrouded in secrecy. Why is it important for these identities of the advisors to be publicized?
Well, as a foundation, we've noticed that there's a lack of consistency around the disclosure of special advisors. Some premiers' offices have it on their websites. Others just don't respond when you ask them. So I think there's just a reluctance to disclose it. I'm not sure exactly why there's a reluctance, because other members of staff are disclosed.
Do we know what their work actually entails so that we're able to look at what they get paid for versus the outcome of their work?
So the Public Service Act sets out the job that the special advisors do. They advise executive authorities on the exercise of their powers. They help with the development of policy. And the dispensation regulating special advisors sets out 4 different compensation levels based on the expertise of the special advisors to ensure that they are not overpaid and that they are properly qualified. So the dispensation sets out a salary range ranging from around R1 million to 2.2 million rand per advisor per year. And we just don't know how many advisors are appointed or what the compensation level is that they're appointed at. So we don't know how much of taxpayer money is going towards paying these special advisors.
Yeah. How much are we likely to have spent on the advisors based on what we've seen, the documentations we've seen allowing for them to be paid on a yearly basis?
So in my report that I did on special advisors, I made an estimate. Each premier and minister is allowed 2 advisors, and that salary can range anywhere from R1 million to 2.2 million rand. So I've estimated it could cost as much as 164 million rand a year to pay these advisors. And that's not counting the president and deputy president, who may appoint as many advisors as they see fit.
Yeah. Oh, so they can only... Oh, that's interesting then, because that makes it tricky, because there's a loophole there. What have been some of the controversies around these appointments? Because in the past, we've had some of them that were irregularly appointed. There's some of them that were controversial figures. There are some that were not suitably qualified.
So in the past, we've had special advisors appointed to assist ministers, and they had no skills in the portfolio that they oversee. So Mo Sheikh was appointed as a special advisor, and his qualification was in optometry, and he was assisting the Minister of Water and Sanitation. And just recently, the Public Protector has published that advisors have been appointed without their salaries being approved by the Minister for Public Service and Administration. So really, we don't know whether these advisors are appropriately qualified, whether the proper salary level is applicable. We just don't know.
Well, let's hope that the work that you have started, Zeenat, is going to get us some transparency so that we can ensure there's accountability for the decisions that our government takes. And we see an outcome, right? When they are bringing about these advisors, we see the outcome of their work versus how much they're being paid. Thank you for speaking to us. Zeenat Emmamally is with the Helen Suzman Foundation.